That's correct. So if I'm just graphing, then the equal to part, wouldn't it be this line? Now, how would you then represent everything that is less than?
Oh, I got this. You call me Miss
Molly. What do you think, Scott?
Shade above it.
You think you shade above? Anybody? So you guys remember, it's either
Shade either above or below.
it's either above or below. The question is, which one do we shade it below or above? That's the question.
Oh, that's my
How many people think below? Raise your hand.
I do. I changed my
Okay, how many people think is above? Oh, okay, no one now. Good. It is below because look at the inequality. Y is what? Less than. So y, remember, y is the value that tells you how something goes up and down, right? So very good. Write this down, guys. Go ahead and write it down.
Those are all lines.
Yeah. By the way, guys, let me ask you this. Do you guys remember that this line that divides the two regions, right? Remember when you draw this line, it divides the whole region into two sections, right? One above or below. This line that divides the whole region into two parts is called the boundary line. As you can see, it's y is boundary, right? That's the boundary line. Now, why do we shade below? Because it says y is what? Less than. Okay, so y tells you, like, the y coordinate tells you to go up or down, right? Remember, it goes up and down for y coordinate. So if it's below, see, we want y that is less than x plus 3, which is below this line. Does that make sense? Now, what's another way of verifying that I'm supposed to shade below? Because it's 50-50. On the test, if you shade the wrong part, you're going to get it wrong. How can I make sure that I have shaded the right part? Do you guys remember this? Yeah.
Because like if you take a point that's in that shaded area and like plug it in, you should get less than or equal to 3.
That's correct. Because any point in this region is a solution to this inequality. If I were to choose any point and plug it in, I should get a true statement, right? Now, which point should I choose? How about 1,000 and negative 1? I want to choose the easiest.
No, 3,000 and
Yeah,
3
okay.
better.
How about 0, 0? Look, 0 less than what? 0 plus 3, which is 3. Is that true? Is 0 less than or equal to 3? I know, but is it less than or equal to? So therefore, since it's less than, it is still true. Does that make sense? That's why it's important. It is not less than and, right? It's less than or equal to. Therefore, 0, 0, when you plug it in, 0 is less than or equal to 3. Isn't that right? Therefore, that is the solution. So because we know, guys, it's either below or above, if one point works for one region, everything in that region is the solution. Does that make sense? It can't be just part of it, right? If 0, 0 works, then it's got to be the whole region in that is everything under has to be the solution. That's how we verify. Does that make sense? Now, if you got that, can you guys then graph these two? Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see if you know. Let's see if you. Okay, go ahead and graph these. So Caleb said, well, how do you graph something that's strictly greater than? If there's no equal to sign, how do you then graph that one?
My name's Caleb, just for the
Sorry, Caleb.
Oh,
Yeah, what do you think?
You use the dotted line.
You use the dotted line instead of solid line. Why? Guys, did you all get this? Yeah. What's the difference? How come I have dotted line here, and how come this is a solid line? And do you all agree it's above it because it's y is greater than? Okay. Why do you suppose it's dotted? Scott?
because that's not actually the line.
Yeah. No.
It's not the
This
line.
boundary line is the boundary line solution to this inequality. No, it is not because it's not included there. Here it is, right? Y is greater than or equal to, then yes, we include the boundary line. If you don't have the boundary line, you must indicate that by dotted line. Okay, we don't put like open circles like the other, right? We put dotted lines like this. Does that make sense? 4 lines. Does that answer your question, Caleb?
It answers it amazingly.
Very good,
My name is
excellent.
Caleb. I asked a good question.
So very quickly, what about this? If I have less than x plus 3, then it is very similar to the very one on the top, right? But what would you think would be the difference? If I just have less than 3, it would be a dotted line. You're exactly right.
Will they ever give us ones like that, but they'll give us a negative y, and then we have to...
That's an excellent question. Yes, they will. They will give you one with negative. Then you have to what? Divide both sides by -1, and remember to reverse. If you don't, you get it wrong. Now, just like Getty. Getty, what about this?
Yeah, get it.
Let me ask you this, F. What if I have x less than 3? How do you graph this one on an x and y axis? Getty? You go to the, what kind of line is this class, first of all?
Vertical.
It's a vertical line. You could think of it as x equals to 3, correct? So it's going to be a vertical line at where? 3. So is it going to be dotted or it's going to be dotted? So that's my boundary line. Would you not agree? Now here's the question. Uh-oh. How do you grab above or below? That's what Getty was saying. Well, vertical line, you don't have above or below. What do, Scott?
Left.
Yeah, it says less than 3. So yeah, where are all the values of x that's less than 3? On the left side. Very easy, very easy. Okay? So keep that in mind, okay? So, all right, very good. Very good question. What about, is this G now? Okay, so what about, guys, listen. Hello? How do I graph y, I don't know, less than 3? How would you graph this? What kind of line is this, by the way?
Horizontal.
Yes. It is a horizontal line. It's going to be dotted or solid? Dotted. It is a horizontal line. Now, it says y is less than 3. Obviously, it's going to be then below. Okay. Any question?
No.
Very good. Very good.
I think this is easy.